play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down. Back to throw, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
From the 44, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Up the gut, McCaffrey looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jalen Phillips, the edge man, on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on second down. Purdy tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception. giving up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
To throw again on second down. Purdy. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 41 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of it?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far,
touchdown! Raheem Mostert, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's McLeod from his end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After the sack on first down, Purdy throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Purdy will look to throw again here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Brandon, whatever happened to the old rule that if you don't know that you're definitely going to get it to at least a 20-yard line, you just take a knee in the end zone. Sometimes being too aggressive can actually cost you.
Two and a throw right away. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Tua going to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Tua now on first down. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
He was looking for Jalen Waddle there. And it's second down. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. On play action, here's Tua. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Hassan Ridgeway able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Here's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 84 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 38, Purdy. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On third down, it's Purdy. Got his target, Samuel. Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 42 yards. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 13-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Now a throw here to his running back. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa, eluding the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Now Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle. As the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. Purdy to throw it on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Purdy. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. McCaffrey running up the middle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 54 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to pass. Tua. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Tua to throw again. And this is incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Second down and goal. Tua. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Tua now, third and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the 49ers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal. Well, the decision there, fourth and goal, they go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a fourth and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They go play action here. Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Purdy, big 4th down play. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Tua going to try and throw for it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Rolling to his right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tua sets up to pass it. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 34 yards. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time. That extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Ray McLeod. And he will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big two-point conversion here? Purdy to throw. That's caught at the 2. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's got some space here. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Tagovailoa being chased, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. They find some open field here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded right around the 8.
Ray McLeod on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
To throw is Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows into the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Tua on 4th down. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running street, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just ripped the jersey. It's the first half, and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them, boy, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Ready, play.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 79 yards. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
11, Mighty. 11, MT, Pate. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some
blitz coming, and down he goes. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
To try again after the sack, Burrow. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here we go, here we go.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0.
14, Bengals, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go. Here we go.
First down, here's Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On one, ready?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The scoreboard tells a story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 56 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Ready?
They fake the handoff. Now Tua steps away. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, here's Tua. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one too low.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the... He's got him in, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 53 yards. And the Bengals are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. When any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert, 75 yards. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
I'm one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here we go.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Von Bell. He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Come on, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And some room to roam now. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is...
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The 2 are going to try and throw for it.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sport.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the bass. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later.